Hey everybody, how's it going? It's Tuesday. Yes, the final video shave of the week for Barber Dave's Barbershop at Home, and it's all about the lemons. Take a look at this, and we'll be right back. Hey everybody, welcome back to Barber Dave's Barbershop at Home for a Tuesday, kind of a mellow shave, as this is our Sunday. Um, Kind of a funny thing. But you know what? Before we forget, right down here, www.theshavingcadre.com. Please come visit us and join. We think we're the finest gentlemanly forum on the interwebs, not just shaving, a little bit of everything. Also, over here, please like, subscribe, ring the bell. That'll give you notifications. And if you so desire, become a super fan. Hit the thanks key, and that will be greatly, greatly appreciated. Also, take a look down in the descriptive area for all those folks that support our channel and the channels that we support. And don't forget, we had our inaugural episode of Drinksand Daves. That's a collaboration between me and Nurse Dave's Shaving World. You can find us at Drinksand Daves, and the shows are simulcast both on his channel and my channel. They are live shows. And then once we get up to enough subscribers on the Drinksand Daves page, it'll move all over there. So please check us out. I'll put the link in there. Please subscribe. And I think you'll have a lot of fun. And it's not shaving topics, although that'll be in there. There'll be little ones from there. So anyhow, what are we shaving with today? Well, we are shaving, we're going to go to Sweden. And we're going to be shaving with an Edvin Nyström out of Eskilstuna. Same, basically the same steel and everything that's used by C.V. Helgestrand. For our soap today, we're going to be using Darwin. Now, Darwin is an interesting soap because it was made patterned after the Darwin razor, of which I'm looking for. And it's got lemongrass, lemon peel, some patchouli. What else does it have in it? It's very lemon forward, but yeah, it's lemon peel, sweet orange, lemongrass, ginger, and patchouli. So it's a wonderful, wonderful soap if you can find it. And then we'll be using the matching Darwin aftershave. And then for our cologne today, we'll be using Arlington, which has a lot of the same notes. So we'll get started here. Well, we know in the desert Southwest, and I'm sure Hasty Stephen knows this as well, or anybody that lives in the Southwest, that you know that summer is here when you turn on the cold water faucet, because most of you guys know that I'm a cold water shaver, that you turn on the cold water faucet and it's hot. Whereas when you turn on the hot water faucet, it's cold. So we're back to that for a few months, to where we use our hot water faucet for a few moments to get the cold water, because that water has been sitting inside in the water heater, so it has a chance to cool down with the air conditioning. Whereas the groundwater coming out of the well and so forth is warm. So I guess in the middle of summer, if I do want a warm water shave, I'll just put on the cold water faucet. This soap is a collaboration. It's a French soap, a French hard soap, and it is a collaboration with La Pierre Lucien. And most of you have probably heard or used those soaps before. Much in the same vein as Martin de Candry, in my opinion. Very nice soap. Very much a classic scent that can be used. I mean, it can be used in the winter, but it's not a warm scent. I mean, the patchouli adds a little bit of warmth, but really it is a summer scent, and it's really nice. Alrighty. This little race car is a 4/8, and it's very, very thin. And as is most Swedish steel, very rigid. This is one razor you have to be really careful with because it can get you. I've got a few like this. Eric Anton Berg, CV Helgestrand's number 8. They're a fun razor to use. But they do require a little bit of adjustment to your technique, especially in the neck area. I do break my cardinal rule and break my wrist a little bit on my neck with these. But just a fun razor to use. And the Pierre Lucien really provides a nice skating rink for the razor. Oh, and I forgot to mention, even though you can't see it, I'll show it at the end of the shave. We're using a Doug Korn D7 with a TGN finest badger knot. Not much else going on. Like I said, we had our inaugural show last night, and it went really well. Other than that, pretty quiet. I'm going to continue some errands today. Funny thing about this razor is that it is so light. And the blade being small and thin, it's a really fine line between the lightness of your touch on the skin and blade chatter, because it is so light, but it's so thin that you want to have a very light touch, but at the same time you need to be careful, because no matter how sharp it is, you can get some blade shatter because it's so lightweight of a razor. But super fun. Somebody asked me the other day why I keep the razor moving before I touch down, and that's just a safety thing. Because these razors are so sharp that just touching the skin sometimes can create a cut. So far, a tremendous shave. And I did take this. This is the first time I've had this razor across the convex balsa and the convex leather strop. And I don't see a real noticeable difference this time yet. I'm sure with time I will. Very thin on the lather today, but that's good with this. With this razor, I prefer the lather to be much thinner. If you haven't found a razor that has a barber notch in it, find one. Especially on certain passes, having that stability, being able to stick your finger in that barber notch, really stabilizes the razor. A little bit of cleanup today. There we go. I know not much commentary today, but sometimes that's a good thing. I'm sure you guys don't want to listen to me blather on constantly. All right, let's see how we did. I think I was just a tad heavy-handed, I think, because I feel a little bit, but that may just be, gotta remember to turn the hot water faucet on. Not too bad. Let's see what the alum says. Now, a couple right in there. Not too bad, actually, considering I haven't used that thin razor for quite a while. Let that sit for just a second. Yeah, as I was saying earlier on the last couple of videos, we are in the middle of wildfire season. We had a couple of wildfires break out yesterday. One of them was supposedly about a mile away from the house, but I never did see where it was. They got it contained pretty easily. But anyways, it's that time of year where we have to be property aware because we live out on the sticks, and we have stuff that we have to make sure stays down. Alrighty. For our witch hazel day, we're going to be using Thayer's Lemon to stick with the lemony theme. This one, the Thayer's I put on more of a drier face than I do the Quinn's, because the Quinn's has a much higher aloe vera content. I actually think that the Quinn's is quite a bit better than the Thayer's overall for skin protection. But and I find that if I put, especially out here, I find that if I put that on a dry face, it has a tendency to be a little bit cloying in that regard. So anyhow, before we do our aftershave, let's go over everything again. We did an Edvin Nystrom 4/8, pretty much shoulderless, just a wonderful, wonderful razor. For the soap today, Darwin. For our brush, a Doug Corn D7 with a TGN Finest. And then for our aftershave today, once again, we're going to be using Darwin. Really cool bottle. It does not come with a reducer, so you have to use the old thumb or finger reducer. And then it's a cap, or I mean a cork. And so what I did is I just took and repurposed a Penhaligon's cap, and works fine. Just wonderful. Oh, it's a nice, it doesn't have any menthol in it, but it gives that impression of cooling. And for our talc today, we're going to be using Yardley Gold. I wish that the Darwin did have a EDT or EDP. It's because it would be wonderful. Although the DR Harris works well with this in combination, it's more of a lemon and a lavender, so you get a little bit of a lavender hit with the cologne, but it's not terrible. So once again, Arlington from DR Harris. That's our shave for today, folks. We certainly appreciate you joining us. I really appreciate the fact that we're pacing towards 1100. Again, come and see us at Drinksand Daves. Come back and see us here. We'll probably have our next video next Sunday, as always. And I'm Barber Dave. This has been Barber Dave's Barbershop at Home. Please come visit us at the Shaving Cadre. Hope everybody has a wonderful rest of the week, and we'll see you on Sunday, all things willing. See you later.